first podcast of the year, bringing in value as always. Today we're going to switch over from motivation and doing the fun stuff. We're going to bring you information on how to break into the luxury market. And with all the chaos going on, there's still people making a ton of money. So I brought in two powerful women because I don't want to get canceled for only having males on. So I brought in two powerful women. They are my business partners and just amazing individuals. So I'm going to bring them in, Jen and Callie from
Allison James Estates Homes.
All right, let's go, y'all. Welcome, girls.
Thanks for having us.
I appreciate you taking time from the gym to come over.
That would definitely be
What's
Jen.
up with that squat game that you got going on? Okay, so you're focused on fitness through the gym, but you're focused on fitness through diet, right? Because you're like all keto and intermittent fasting.
Right, intermittent fasting mostly, yeah.
How do you like intermittent fasting?
I love it. It gives me tons of energy. I feel like if I'm avoiding the carbs and sugar, I end up just not being hungry at all. So I can go probably close to a full day, 24 hours without really craving or needing food. So for me, it's wonderful because if I'm busy, it's just one less thing to worry about.
Oh, do you feel like it has a improvement? I guess let's go back to the start of intermittent fasting. Mm-hmm. What was the first eating windows that you had? Was it a 16-8? Was it an 18-6? How did you get started on that journey?
It was, honestly, it goes back to my late 20s. I was doing intermittent fasting and I didn't even know I was doing it. And so I was losing weight and I'm I don't know what's going on.
Oh, the club days, we just didn't eat.
No, this is after the club days.
Oh, after.
When did the club days end?
Oh,
when did they start?
They ended when she got pregnant with her twins.
Okay.
So, yeah.
That's when we met, club days.
Oh my God. Well, when you say club days, is that going out to
going out
nightclubs?
to clubs? Oh, yeah.
So you two would go night clubbing together?
Yeah.
My first fake ID was hers.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all go
What were you,
way
19?
back.
Oh, yeah. I was 19.
Uh-huh.
Oh, y'all go way back. What was the club
Way
you
back.
would go to?
Oh my gosh.
Metro, because she lived in Riverside.
And then
Okay.
that other one. That other one.
I can't
Your
remember.
friend.
Gotham?
Gotham.
Gotham.
I'm on Gotham. Gothic. You never know. It's been 30 years.
Was there Batman there? Is
No.
it just all Batman themed?
No. That was a fun Mardi Gras
but
party.
we would go to Hot Topic and get matching
leather pants.
pants.
Oh my God.
Back in the day when we were size 5.
Shout out to Hot Topic.
Hot Topic, yeah.
That still exists.
It had the velvet stars along the sides. So
Yes.
Is that Kiss?
It was hot, yeah.
Oh my God.
All the way down, yeah. Yes.
What kind of music did they play? Was that grungy?
Dance.
Just
the
dance
dance,
Like Stevie B,
the
Debbie
dance,
Deb?
the dance.
No?
bass.
Disco freestyle?
That we'll go for that too.
Yeah.
Anything, yeah.
just electronic dance type music,
Okay.
mostly.
I like that. Okay, so you would fast because you would be too hungover to eat in the morning?
No, the fasting came after the clubbing days. But no, I was working full time and, had kids. And so I would I'm not a big breakfast person anyways. And so, what's so funny?
No, I was Debbie Deb. Look how weekends.
So, but anyways.
I grew up in that, yeah.
Yep, definitely.
Yeah.
Wait, that was roller skating days too.
Oh my God.
That was a roller skating song, the Debbie Deb.
That sounds super fun. Roller skate. Did you do the roller skating when you hit people?
Yes. Oh my God, how'd you know?
Roller
We used
Really?
to force the slide. We would go really fast around the skating. Okay, that was younger years, junior high. And we would all try to fall at the corners and slide into everybody. Because why not?
Because that's a broken kneecap.
No. We wouldn't intentionally hurt anybody. We would just try to slide. I don't know.
Oh, no, I was
Tokyo
picturing-
Drift
I
only
was-
on some roller skates.
I was picturing you with knee pads and elbow pads, just
No.
Like
come
roller
on.
derby
Yeah,
style.
roller-
No, there was no safety
Uh-uh.
equipment back 20 years ago.
Oh,
no,
no.
it didn't exist.
Democrats. Sorry. You want to
No
edit that
offense.
out?
No offense.
No offense. No, leave that in. Leave that. Everyone knows my stance.
Yeah. But so, yeah, the intermittent fasting, it was just, I was busy and I'm not a breakfast person. I just eat a big lunch and I wouldn't be hungry for dinner. And I didn't know I was really doing fasting. I didn't know about fasting and I just lost a lot of weight really quick. And so, yeah, I just got back into it last year and it gives me a lot of mental clarity. And it just, if I feel energized, your body's able to heal and repair itself if you
Yep.
fast longer than 16 hours. So it's just been a really good experience all around. So I'm really liking it.
I've been trying it, but it hurts so bad.
I fast
Especially
really fast.
After I'm with you.
After what?
After like 14, 15 hours, especially because I work out in the morning, and that's the end of my fast. So then by the time I'm done with my workout, I'm like, I'm going to eat a human. Yeah. I'm getting home, I'm looking at the baby like,
Make a baby-sized burrito out of you.
let me see some of that applesauce. No, it's hard though. I credit you for that. And then now you're going to the gym. Did you say you're 30 days deep?
Oh gosh,
Consistency?
no.
Oh,
No. We just went like 4 or 5 days in a row.
That's
and then
good enough.
and then we had a little bit of a Christmas break and then we started going again.
Okay.
So yeah, super fun. And then energy levels are like through the roof. And then all of a sudden I'm like
I
running
don't
a
think you need
mile.
more energy.
No, but I'm running
taper
and I
that
was so
down.
proud of me because once you start
Yep.
running and then you can't breathe and you just keep going. All of a sudden the lungs do their thing. They just open up and you're like, oh, and then you just keep going.
Yep.
It's amazing. I'm like, oh, that was like the part that was getting old in my body. I was like, okay, they weren't working. My lungs weren't working.
Now
They and then once the lungs are working, the brain
Yep.
is working and it's throwing that oxygen into the brain and then it just gets all crazy because then we're like off the hook with our business.
There's so much clarity. I got the idea for like all my branding on a run. I think I still have the
Wow.
notes of where I stopped and I started just like taking everything down.
Uh-huh.
But like distance running, like after you get to 7-8 miles, it's just your brain can't do anything but hyper focus on what you're doing. So then I put on like a podcast on whatever it is that I want to learn and it just sticks.
Wow.
Yep, that was me this morning. First thing up in the morning, I grabbed my weights.
Oh,
I started doing my
yes.
weights, my squats, my abs, and I'm like, okay, this whole core, just keep going. Just 50. I'm 50. I have to do 50 of everything.
Oh, that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I tried doing 15 deadlifts. I was like, my knees are 50. All the running just completely obliterated my knees. So you work out, you do intermittent fasting. If you combine that together,
Yeah, right?
yep,
Right, you'd be super skinny.
We already have
You
two
just-
brains. Imagine two wonderful bodies.
like y'all's two brains are tiring. It's a lot to take on.
Oh, wow.
So what's how do you feel like all that, like for you, the fasting, for you, the working out, like impacts your business and your daily structure?
Oh, my brain. Yeah, no, I love it. And fasting is good too. And if I do like my little coffee protein drink in the morning, that's all I need till 2. And if I eat between 2 and 4 and then that's it, and just drink water, I can pull that off at least once or twice in a month.
But that's not fasting, though.
Yeah.
Black coffee, no sugar, no creamer. But for me, it's like, yeah, exactly. That's what I brought. Black coffee.
No sugar.
Oh.
Exactly.
Nothing.
Or cold brews, like a wonderful alternative because it's a little bit easier to drink than just brewed coffee.
The people at Starbucks look at you like you're a serial killer, though.
Oh, I know. They're like, no cream?
They're
I'm
like, what?
No.
They're like, do you want room? I'm like, maybe kids temp, if that's like, because I don't want it to burn my mouth.
Mm-hmm.
But otherwise, nothing.
Yep.
And they just judge you so hard. They want you to eat the mochas and the sugars.
Right?
Right. So mine's probably more like keto than fasting.
And we're like opposites. She's like everything extra sweet, extra creamer, extra syrups. And I'm like, no, bitter, black, no
Yeah.
flavor.
This is us at Starbucks. Okay, Kelly loves to complain. They don't make it right. But she's like, it's too sweet. So if I'm driving and I'm at the Starbucks drive-thru and I pass it to her and she's like, no, you need to remake this. It's too sweet. She hands it back to me to hand to them and I take a big old swig as I'm handing it
She's
back
like,
to them to
no,
remake
wait,
it.
I'll take this. I like it.
Let me take a big old swig before I give it back to them.
God. That's a good system. Right? You
love
get
it
like
too
1.5 drinks for free.
Yeah, it happens a lot.
So how did you two how'd the love start here?
Well,
Outside a club? Did you meet at a club? Oh my God. Were you
No.
like at a
No.
bar?
we
We
met
worked
at
together
Albertsons.
at Albertsons.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
So-
where it started?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I started working at Albertsons when I was 16. So I was in high school still, and Jennifer didn't come along to my store in Ontario until a few years later. So I was
Yeah.
about 18.
Oh, you're deep rooted in Ontario.
Oh yeah, I
Oh
grew
my
up in the
God.
Chino, Ontario area. Yeah.
That's wild.
So yeah, I lived in Ontario for 8 years, but that was before I lived out there. So I was in Chino still, and so I drove up to Ontario for work, and then a couple years later, Jennifer started.
Yep, I've been there since, I worked there for 15 years. I was there from 19 to, God, I don't know. Can't count that high. Yeah, lot of years there. And then probably 7 stores in, I met Kelly and
she'd be all friendly, like, hey, how's it going? And
wait, that wasn't the first story.
no, it was the first story because
I was friendly? I thought I
she
wasn't
was friendly. No, she was very friendly. And
Yeah.
she'd always talk to me. And for whatever reason, I just thought she was stuck up. I was like, yeah, no,
Yeah.
we'll never be friends. I'm like, I don't
You
think
two
I'll get
do
along
have
with this
the
girl.
complete opposite personalities.
We do.
Yeah.
Definitely. And I think that's why we complement
Yeah,
each
it's a
other
good
so
balance.
much.
Yeah.
So after a while, I'm like, she keeps, like, hey, what are you doing? Let's hang
She
out.
keeps
Let's do
bugging me.
stuff. I'm like, okay, I'll give this girl a try. And then I found out, I mean, we're very much alike in so many ways, even though like certain parts of our personality are completely different. We like different things. We're very much the same at our core, I feel.
She can finish my sentence. And when you're working with a client, that's perfect.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like I'll stumble on what I'm saying and she'll know exactly what I'm trying to say, but I can't find the words and she'll just finish my sentence and I'm like, whew, got past that one.
No, you're a good combo. Like, you're the good, you play the bad cop, good cop. Sorry, I had to go.
That's okay.
I'm the good.
I know what I
I'm
am.
the good cop. She's the bad cop.
I am.
No, but you need that. Like, you have the, like, vigorous, like, I'm going to close this no matter what. And then you have the, like, sweet, like, oh, balance.
Yeah. We'll get
Yeah.
through it.
Well, you're okay. It's okay. I'm going to sit
Kelly's got this.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Thank
sit
God
on
for
the
Kelly.
phone with you for 30 minutes and let you tell me about your day. And Kelly's more like, okay, we're gonna go get this fucking transaction closed. What do you
Yeah.
need?
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. So you're working at Albertsons, and then you jumped into real estate.
No,
Yes, me
first we
first.
started clubbing.
We're
First.
right. We're right. But yeah, no, I did get into real estate
Mhm.
17 years ago.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
you-
I went from Albertsons to real estate.
to the club,
To the club,
then to real
then
estate.
to real estate.
Then to real
Yes.
estate. Yeah.
Man, not a lot of space for you to study for your real estate exam.
Not a lot of space to club because the minute we started club, we were having a good time.
Yeah.
And
Can
then,
Can I jump
yeah.
in real quick on that?
yeah.
Yeah.
Best time I ever had in Vegas. My nieces, when they would take me to Vegas as their bodyguard with their friends,
Mhm.
everything was free. We never waited in line. Like, it was ridiculous. I go with my guys. We're at the back of the line. We're paying triple
Paying for everything. Yeah.
Like, no upgrades, no limo service. I go with the girls. I'm like, well, I was born the wrong sex.
Yeah. Have you considered
Huh.
transitioning?
It's the new thing.
It depends on how deep of trouble I am. Like, if I get into some shit, I'm just going to transition.
Right?
It'll
I
me
gotta get out of this.
Yeah, I gotta get out of this. Like, I can't grow hair though, so it's gonna be a problem. Okay, so you go clubbing, then you wake up, and then you get into real estate. How do you pick out your customers? Like, that was a rough transition.
Oh, well, sometimes they
Yeah.
pick us,
That's true. Sometimes they chase us down to our open houses.
right?
Yeah.
Some of the best ones.
Have
chase
you
us down.
have you had like somebody that's just creepy, like chase you down at an open house?
No, you mean the
Oh.
same guy that shows up that doesn't
Yeah.
really want our business but wants to stalk every open house we have?
Oh, I've
And
seen
then
that guy.
Yeah.
Run into cars on his way out?
You
I've seen
remember that?
guy.
You
Yeah.
remember that?
That was the day he met us.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
He was there.
Yeah, he backed into a motorcycle. That's right. We were like congestion in the circular driveway.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
like I was trying to just like film the house video for you guys, and you guys were like, "This is not the day." And I'm like, "Okay, I'm out."
It was
It's all
so
good.
frustrating.
Yeah.
Well, that was the guy. That was the guy, and not a client at all.
Okay, so I mean, like, because you girls have a very unique niche. Like, you're in a luxury space.
Mhm.
Like, how
Yeah.
does that happen? Because after like experiencing what you girls are doing, I was like, man, that's
It-
incredible.
Happens very persistently.
Yeah.
Wow,
it
there's a
didn't
theme
happen
to this
overnight.
podcast.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, very.
We had a good full year of
Nothing.
not a lot going
Nothing.
on between us.
building and building and knowing what we wanted,
Mhm.
and we just stuck to it, stuck it out.
And we got to know a lot of the people in the area because they saw us, because we were always doing open houses. We were working up there, whether we had business or not, we just kept going. So,
I think that our clients said that we were the hardest working agents they'd ever met
mhm,
Wow.
because they keep seeing us, and they kept seeing us whether or not we were making money.
mhm.
We just were there. We would show up day after day. Before you know it, a year and a half goes by, and we know everybody and we're ready. We're like, okay, it's time for someone to trust
Right.
us.
And then we become those girls that they see all the time. So,
So you were just like doing open houses up there, putting
Mhm.
your signs everywhere.
Watching people come through our open house, meeting them, getting their information, and then having them tell us that, well, we're really sorry, we liked you guys, but we went straight to the listing agent, and then a year later, now these clients are working with us, and we're the only ones that they will trust.
Yeah.
A couple of situations have happened where we saved the day, even though we weren't their agent. We still came in, we still saved the transaction, we still did what we could, even though we weren't necessarily representing them.
Yeah.
We showed them what we would have done had they chosen us, but
Right.
we weren't getting paid. And they were like, you know what, we'll never use anyone else.
Yeah.
Right, because we brought the value. Okay, this is why you use us, even though we're making nothing off of helping you with this transaction that we're not a part of. Here's what you can do, and giving them recommendations, telling them what the different forms mean and what they need to cover themselves if they should need to go to court or whatever. So that just shows that, hey, we're worth it. We're worth representing you, and we'll fight for you regardless. Because a lot of buyers think that they're going to get a better deal, especially in the luxury market, because it's so expensive. So they think, if I'm working with the listing agent, I'm going to get the best deal.
Yeah.
And that's not always true.
Yeah, now they found out that that's not true.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was a couple of things that we saved for them during the transaction, after the transaction, and then on their next, 6 transactions? Now they work with us, and they'll only work with us. So we appreciate the loyalty. And so what happens in my mind is we give our clients loyalty, they give us loyalty right back.
Yeah, 100%. Because you're with them every step of the way.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You do work really hard. Like you do
We do.
your own open houses. You put in a lot of work.
Mm-hmm.
You have like the Brokers Open that you just hosted in Bear Creek. That was impressive.
Mm-hmm.
Just the spread alone on that island.
Yeah.
Just the Portos alone.
Hey, yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I had to run 10
The
miles. just to
charcuterie
get
board was
those
nice.
Portos off of me.
I think the whole thing brought us together. And then it takes, if you were to think about one person putting on all of that, it's really difficult. So I feel like I bring a lot to what we do, and she brings a lot. And if it wasn't, if one of us was missing, I don't think the whole thing would have turned out that way.
Yeah.
She brought some amazing food. We've got some helpers that come in, including you, that help sponsor the event. And then I brought these fun raffles, and then it just was like the funnest little party.
Yeah.
And I think everybody who went had a good time. How can you say that? How can you say if 25 people show up in the door and everybody walked out with a smile and a gift?
It was so fun.
Mm-hmm.
It was so fun.
And that's what we like to tell a lot of our clients that we work with is we're going to do things a little bit differently. We're going to bring attention. We're going to bring whatever, whether it's a Christmas party, a taco bar, whatever, we're going to do something a little bit different. And we're going to have fun in the process. And chances are your home's going to sell. And so far it's happened to every listing that we had the last 3 years. Yes, we slowed down a little bit, but
Everybody
we still
has.
bring everything to the table that we can possibly do to work for our clients and sell our home.
I love that. What are some of the strategies if we're talking to a new agent that would help them get and break into like not just the business but into like the luxury space?
That would be
Working
to
with
call
us.
Jennifer and Kelly
To work with us.
See,
Yeah,
we're
like-
on the same page.
Yeah.
Yep.
We're not giving any secrets to
Right?
the internet.
Well, no, but you can't just step into it. You
No.
can't.
Yeah.
But if you do want to get into that direction, you need to call us. And we are looking to expand our team, our group.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So if anyone's looking,
Right. Go to jenniferconklin.com or kellyweathers.com.
Yeah.
And you can, look us up, reach out to us, send us an email, let us know that you're interested in the luxury market, whether it's here in the Temecula Valley, outside of the Temecula Valley. We're definitely open and expanding and looking for agents that
Yeah,
are ready to
we're gonna
work.
grow.
So yeah, give us a call.
Yep. And we work with this guy, and he's an awesome lender.
I tried.
And he's done a few things that go above and beyond. So I appreciate that.
Mhm.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, you girls like help feed my family, right? So like,
And we trust you with
Yeah.
our clients. So
Mhm.
that's got to say a lot
Yeah.
too, because we're very picky. We're very picky.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
are very demanding, but we fight for our clients the same way that like we fight for, the loan to go smoothly and everything else. Like we don't leave any stone uncovered. We make sure that our clients get the best deal that they possibly can. And,
She's
we
a
do the same
bulldozer
thing.
when
Oh,
it
yeah.
comes to closing.
oh,
She's
I
a
know.
bulldozer.
I was like at a rooftop brunch
Oh,
and
poor Kelly, I'm sorry.
Kelly's blowing me up. I was like, God damn it, give me a second.
I've got the key and the fuel, but she's the one trying to climb into the bulldozer.
No, yeah, but that's why it works. Like you have to have that. You have to have the like friendly. Like I have Eddie, who's in charge of everything that's in my operations now.
Mhm.
As I step out and kind of become more of the like friendly, like person who's like shaking hands and kissing babies. And now I have him managing staff, and I'm like, oh, thank God, I don't have to deal with personality conflicts. You can be the asshole because I can be the nice guy. That's like more fun.
That's what works too with us too. We've come into personalities, some like her, some like me, then
And
some
it's
like her.
great having a team, because then it's like, good luck with that.
You deal with them
Yeah.
for the rest of
You too.
The transaction, right? Yeah, we've
Yeah,
had some quirky clients, but I mean, Jennifer and I don't really turn down business. So, whatever clients we get, that's the kind of clients we get. And you have to be able and willing to adapt yourself to what your client needs, because they may not like your personality. They may not like the talkiness. They might want to chat and talk a lot. We've had a range of clients. I mean, there's all different personalities out there. So you have to be very adaptable.
Yes, and we've been blessed with some amazing clients. We always look at each other and go, how did we get this amazing client? Some of the best clients we've ever had in the high end, the high end, have been the easiest to work with. And that's not always so from what I've heard in the luxury market, but we have had the best luck.
I think it also is because of like the area that we're in. Like the high end, the best description I've heard for like people in our position is we have white collar jobs, but we're blue collar people.
Yeah, that's true.
And I was like, man, that's a great description. We're hardworking. We still like are pretty humble, like, but yet we have these incredible jobs and these incredible positions. And like for you girls, you're helping these people, but I think they all kind of seem to be like-minded. Because every customer I've met that you've helped out has been like super nice, including like the listing, like the listing agent at the
Links.
The Bear Creek one, or sorry, the seller at the Bear Creek one.
Oh,
She was really nice.
Oh yeah.
And I met one of the attorney guys that you were helping, and he like sat down with me for like 20 minutes just talking to me about stuff, and I was like, oh damn, you're pretty dope, dude. Like, and I think I hit off with like just somewhat of a. We're both pretty quirky. How do you get over the fear? I think there's a lot of fear of going into that realm for people. Like, people are scared of going into the big ticket items.
I think it's because there's a lot at stake, so you don't want to mess things up, because it's not as easy as working the tract homes, in town. There's a lot more to know. We're talking about large pieces of land. We're talking about septic systems and everything that goes with that. We're talking about wells. So there's a lot you need to know for your clients. So it's a lot to take on. So I would really recommend having somebody to talk to go to, that's going to know what things to do and what to ask.
There's a lot of times we get an offer on a property, one of our high listings, and we're really shocked that they're not asking for anything. They're not asking for a septic inspection. They're not asking anything about the well, and they just don't necessarily know how to represent their buyer. And we're usually fairly nice, and we will suggest things. We see that you wrote the offer this way. Are you sure you don't want to add in a septic inspection? Are you sure you don't want to, so we make sure we even cover. We have worked very hard for even clients that aren't ours.
Oh
that's
yeah,
awesome.
I know we've got
We're
future
very
clients
fair.
that weren't our clients too, because we go above and beyond.
We've
We
won
want-
them over.
Yeah.
Right. We want it to be a smooth transaction. So we want to step in and say, okay, here's what needs to be done, even though it's not our responsibility. And, people appreciate that. But like she said, we'll get offers from agents that are just not experienced. And so you need an agent that's experienced in working the high end, working large properties, like where there's multi-dwelling, estates, you've got 2 structures, just even the home warranty, the coverage, it's like, it's going to be a lot higher. So when people write offers and you're like, that's not going to cover the main structure.
You need to cover, you need to have a listing agent that's kind. There are some that are really cruel. They'll take your offer and they'll throw you into escrow, and they make the buyer's agent look like a fool. And we try to strategize and make sure that even the buyers are happy, because at the end of the transaction, when you close, you want everyone to have a good experience.
Yeah.
Every single party. So we try to look out for everyone. And even after the closing, if that buyer's agent isn't reaching out to their client that just bought the house, Kelly and I will reach out to them. We have built so many relationships with clients that live out in the area that we work in La Cresta.
Yep.
And the buyer's agent just disappeared. And here we are. We'll send them a welcoming gift to the neighborhood.
Yeah.
We'll do
Or
things.
Christmas gifts too. So
Yeah, we just did our round dropping off Christmas gifts to a lot of the people, as
Oh,
much
that's
as
so
we could
awesome.
squeeze in before Christmas.
yeah.
I love that.
Even clients that we didn't represent.
Those people are then eventually they're gonna list though, and then they're gonna remember that you stayed top of mind.
Yeah,
You stayed in front of them.
they've got friends that they're referring out to us too.
Mhm.
So yeah.
Yeah, I just had a save a transaction in Texas, and then the client, it was like a chain transaction, and I was the beginning of the chain, and she was the end of the chain, and her agent closed on her house before we were even like 15 days into our loan.
Oh wow.
And so she was forced out. So she was living in a hotel. She's running out of money because she can't get the proceeds from the sale of her house.
Oh,
And it was just a whole mess.
we
Anyways,
run into that. Yeah.
it was like I had all these people involved, all these agents. I go, all of you get the out of my way. Let me talk to her directly,
Yeah.
and let me go and save her, because I'm gonna, and like I got a Christmas card, I got a Happy New Year's, and that was, and like I know that when that client then goes to refinance or does anything,
Yeah.
I'll be the first phone call she
Yep.
makes.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
amazing. I mean, and that's what you want in this industry. You want, even those type of clients to be reaching out to you.
Yeah.
Jennifer and I, we've had agent brokers, multiple, use us
Real estate agents and brokers that hire us to sell their home because they
or
like
purchase a home.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they like how we work.
But you have a good reputation in the industry. Like when you go to places, like we were at that Christmas party, you two carry like kind of a celebrity vibe.
Well, we do
Even-
represent some celebrities, so that's
Even like vendors are like, they're just like,
we love it, and honestly, it keeps us in line too because we know we have a lot of eyes on us.
Yeah.
We want to do a good job, and we're going to continue to work that way.
that's a lot of pressure.
Although I don't really feel like it's that for me. I don't know. I've come from very humble beginnings, so for me, it's just like
Yeah.
I'm just like any other.
But you're just
agent.
doing it. You're just doing your job. Not like any
Yeah.
other agent though, yeah.
Right.
You know how
Not
you're
doing
not
it.
like any other agent? Y'all were cleaning windows.
Oh, yeah.
oh, we would do
Oh, yeah.
house cleaning for sure on an 8,000 square foot home.
We're not about to get pictures done where there's streaks and there's stuff that is going to look terrible. So
No, we changed light bulbs, you name it. We were buying this stuff too.
mhm.
You know, if clients are out of state, we had a doctor that was out of state.
What is like a transaction that sticks out? Like what's a story that stands out in this whole process for you?
The funnest one, I think, the very first Avenue de Dolores was the one that we were able to throw the big Christmas party. And by the time we got done with those open houses, we felt like we lived there. We're there so much every day. Clients are out of state. I mean, you end up bringing everything that you need for the day. We would have food in the fridge. We would have like all of anything we needed for marketing. We would write out like our Christmas cards on their Christmas table or on their table because we're doing an open house.
We would work right out of their kitchen and
Yeah.
be calling, expireds and just
doing our open house and just
Spending
being
your
there
time
all
there.
the time. And then by the time we sold it and closed, it was like bittersweet to us because we're like, we sold it? Well, that's awesome, but okay.
We don't live here now.
where are we going to work out of? No.
Right. And it was
Tony's
that
office.
it was that house, that listing that I think the confidence built.
Mhm.
The clients came. We met so many clients there. And then we got another listing down the street that Kelly wrapped everything around. And they met us at that open house. And then some of the clients that we work with right now, we've closed 5 or 6 transactions for. We met at that open
Yeah.
house.
It takes a long time to end up working with people. So
This one client, one of our favorite clients that we've worked with a lot, we probably met them at 6 of our open houses before they trusted us with their transaction.
Right.
Wow.
Mhm.
And that's the thing though, when you're dealing with like high ticket items, like those people are all about their circle.
Yeah.
I have one of
Very
my
true.
friends who's going into Beverly Hills, and I was like, dude, what do you like? That's gonna be a rough go for you. And he goes, well, it's like a 2-year game plan. He goes, first I'm gonna get my office so I have the Beverly Hills zip code. Then I'm gonna do X. Then I'm gonna do Y. Then I'm gonna do Z. I'm like, whew. But
Yeah.
if you're willing to commit for 2 years, I'm sure same thing. You can build up rapport with that type of
Yeah.
luxury.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So for Kelly and I, we do work all of the Temecula area, Marietta, La Cresta, Duluth. We like all the high-end homes, but we will take any transaction. I mean, we've sold anything from land to condos, houses to luxury homes, anything from 900 square feet up to the highest one we've had is 11,314 square feet.
Wow. Yeah. And you are everywhere because like we just did a FHA low FICO deal. And then now you're doing, it's crazy the spectrum that you
Yeah.
can cover.
Mm-hmm.
But that's this area though, right? Like Riverside County, you can cover so much.
Definitely. A small little tract house up to, multi-million-dollar home. So
That house you did where Alicia Keys was going to buy, that was so
Yeah.
gorgeous.
one of our favorites.
Well, hey, let's get off of real estate though, yeah?
No, real estate's fun.
No, real estate is fun, but we're in it every day.
But it's super fun. Okay, so what Jennifer and I have always said, she's like, I couldn't imagine doing this without having you here because, when you're dealing with that client or that situation, you just want to vent and talk. And
You have to have
it's really
someone to
nice to have
bounce it
somebody,
off of.
and we're like best friends. So it's like to have your best friend that,
Oh, yeah.
imagine having a friend that's not in the industry. They're just like, huh?
They're like,
You're just
"What?"
hearing words. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Talk to you later. But we're all in it and we're just, we'll crack jokes and it's nice to have that experience with somebody. So
That's interesting.
for us,
that you
it's
say that.
amazing.
It's interesting you say that. I was just talking to my best friend, and I felt the same thing. I'm talking to him back home in East LA, and I'm like, "Ah, shit, I gotta talk to somebody else about this."
Yeah.
And then it's like, who do you turn to?
And
Right.
that'll understand. And
Yeah.
yes.
And it's nice because we're in all the same stuff, all the same
Yeah.
transactions. And so we can have that
You're
dialogue
building
with
that
each other.
partnership.
Yeah.
You girls do have an awesome partnership.
Mhm.
You're building a team. Like, how big is this team gonna get?
Well, as big as we
We're-
can
we
take
we
it.
still want it tight knit because we want to be able to still give the best customer service. So I'm not saying super huge, but I'm gonna say we could probably take on 2 or 3 other agents. Anyone that's looking to go into the high end, we have plenty of clients, and even though the market is slowing down,
Mhm.
there's still people buying and people selling, and we still have a lot of trusted clients that are using us right now, no matter what is going on with the market.
I absolutely love that.
We are definitely the hardest working agents that you will ever meet. We know what we're doing. We have a lot of experience, 17 years of experience, over 400 transactions closed, probably a lot more than that.
And we like what we do. So we enjoy it. We like fighting hard for our clients. We don't leave any money on the table for them.
Right,
And
no.
ourselves. This is about money. This is about, our business and our reputation. So we definitely put that out there for our clients, and you'll definitely see it when you work with us.
Yes, definitely. And we have compassion for the clients that we work for, the clients that we represent, compassion for what they're going through. Sometimes selling a home is a very hard thing. Sometimes there's a lot of things involved. And so we definitely take care of our clients in every step of the way.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate you girls doing this. We went everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was crazy.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, that was fast. Now it's been about an hour.
So to
Wow.
find us, we've got a couple of different websites. So jenniferconklin.com
Yep.
is my domain, kellyweathers.com. Also TemeculaValleyHomes.org is another website. They do all go to the same place. And so depending on the market that we have, we do have different domains.
Awesome.
But that's how you find us.
And if you're looking to buy in the luxury space, there's no one better than those girls.
Yep.
Peace out, y'all. Thank you. Oh, that was a lot.